Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for visiting us this evening at Don't Tell Mama. At this time, please take a moment to silence all electronic and other noise-making devices that may interrupt this evening's performance in our intimate space. Also, as a courtesy to the performers, the use of flash photography is strictly prohibited during this evening's performance. And we do ask that you please refrain from text messaging during the show. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage, Sally Darling.
No one thinks of Nanette. No one talks of Nanette. No one dreams of Nanette. Through the day, people go on their way with never a sigh or regret. And they're laughing. And they're drinking. So heedless and unthinking of Nanette, Nanette, Nanette. The cowboy rides and ropes his steer and rolls a cigarette. But of all the cowboys on all of the plains, not one of them thinks of Nanette. The sailor sails on the bounding main of the seven seas, and yet, of all of the sailors on schooners and whalers, not one of them thinks of Nanette. And in Morocco, where the men joined the French Foreign Legion to forget, through the hell and the heat, I am forced to repeat, not one of them thinks of Nanette. And in China, do the Chinese ever? Don't ask. In Italy, the years go by and no one thinks of Nanette. To the north, to the south, to the east, to the west, in England, Ireland, Scotland, Wales, they don't remember or forget her, 'cause no one's ever met her. Well, let's face it, who the hell is Nanette? Beatrice Lillie. She was absolutely one of a kind, a true original. I believe her career actually started at age 8, when she was kicked out of the Presbyterian Church choir for making faces at the congregation and making them laugh. Now, it's a very heady thing, discovering you can make people laugh. Her mother wanted her to be a romantic soprano and sent her to learn stage gestures. Oh. Ah. Ooh. Paris. She's like a lover. Paris. She's like a friend. When you visit Paris, you discover this is your journey's end. I was born in the Providence, Rhode Island. But ma foi, maintenant, sex appeal for me. A soupçon of sad, a soupçon of glad, the onion soupçon, not bad. Come see, come saw, hey, come saw, come see. That's how I feel when I'm in Paris. Your right bank, your left bank, they're part of my heart. Oh, je t'adore, Paris, hey Paris, cher Paris, mauvais Paris. I love everything about Paris. I love everyone, and everyone loves me. Les garçons, les gendarmes, les gamins, les misérables, les, tout le monde. Sometimes Paris, she is laughing like the babbling brook, n'est-ce pas? And sometimes she is cruel. Ah, but when you are in love in the spring, then Paris, she is glorieuse. Et comment? April in Paris, May in Montmartre, June in January. Me, moi, when I am in Paris, I am, how you say it, happy. L'amour, toujours l'amour, l'amour le merrier. Oh, you can have your New York with its rush, your London with its tea and men's shirts. Give me Paris. I love Paris. J'adore Paris. I could kiss the Champs-Élysées, kiss the Rue de la Paix, kiss the Saint-Honoré, kiss the Montmartre, kiss Montparnasse, kiss your right bank, your left bank, they're part of my heart. Je t'adore, Lillie was 15. She was billed as a child soprano, and she was singing, among other things, Pretty Kickapoo. When she auditioned for Audrey Charlot, she was singing a serious ballad. We're drifting apart, so you're breaking my heart. When she found it ridiculous and set it up rotten, she got a 3-year contract and met Noel Coward. And soon she was in his review, This Year of Grace, sitting on a stool and singing this song while eating an apple and swallowing many of the words. Noel was not amused. Feeling dreary and blue, I'm only too glad to be left alone. Dreaming of a place in the sun where day is done, far from a telephone. Bustle and the weary crowd make me want to cry out loud. Give me somewhere peaceful and grand, where all the land slumbers in monotone. I'm world weary, living in a great big town. I find it so dreary, everything looks gray or brown. I want an ocean blue, great big trees, a bird's eye view of the Pyrenees. I want to watch the moon rise up and chap I meet simply hates me because I'm world weary. I could kiss the railroad tracks. I want to get right back to nature and relax. Get up in the morning at 8. Relentless fate drives me to work at 9. Toiling like a bee in a hive from 9 to 5, whether it's wet or fine. Hardly ever see the sky. Buildings seem to grow so high. Maybe in the future I will perhaps fulfill this little dream of mine. I'm world weary, living in a great big town. I find it so dreary, everything looks gray or brown. I want a horse and plow, chickens too, just one cow with a wistful moo. A country where the verb to work becomes a most improper noun. I can hardly wait till I see the great open spaces. My loving friends will not be there. I'm so sick of their damn fool faces. Because I'm world weary, tired of all these jumping jacks. I want to get right back to nature, assume a horizontal stature. I want to get right back to nature and relax. About that apple. Lee was always unpredictable. She did whatever, whenever, however her comic genius told her to do. Now, the rest of her cast members might be suddenly at sea, her directors despairing, but some of her inspired moments are too delicious not to include in performance. Some people talk to each other while others talk to their cats. Some people talk to their mothers while others talk through their hats. I communicate with nature, with a leaf, a plant, a tree. And I'm always nice to a flower, for they're perfectly lovely to me. I always say hello to a flower. Hello, hello, hello. I totally ignore the crashing bore who lives next door, for her conversation's silly, yet I never snub a lily. I always say bonjour to a lilac. Bonjour, bonjour, bonjour. I'm absolutely mute with a bully in a suit, and I never talk to fruit, heaven knows. I always say hello to a rose. I always wave at a window box if the box is filled with hollyhocks. And I speak with the daisies, I think they're swell. Tell your secret to a daisy, they never tell. I always say hello to a snowball. Hello, hello, hello. Look sideways at a stranger and you put your life in danger. One can kiss a sweet bouquet a blushing bride has tossed away. Flowers are the sweetest things I know. So when I see a flower, I say, hello, hyacinth. Oh no, I say, hello. I may be off my rocker, but I never pet a cocker. If the ball dogwood in the park will never ever bite or bark. I'm always glad to see a gladiola. I'm mad about a glad. You can stand next to a bush and you'll never feel one push. Flowers are refined and polite. I've never seen a pansy fight. And I've talked to birds, but they leave me quite at a loss for words. And I won't touch a cat while it sleeps on a pillow, yet I positively trust a pussy willow. I always say hello to a flower. Hello, hello, hello. Get friendly with a mouse, and it hangs around the house. But flowers never overstay. They stay a day, then fade away. Flowers are the sweetest things I know. So when I see a flower, I say, hello, hello. As I'm sure you guessed, hyacinth was hers. That was Beatrice. One of the inspired moments. Oh my, what happens next? Oh yes, all right. She introduced this next member with, don't be afraid of the canvas. In this world so mad, in these times so bad, I felt weary and kind of faint. Till I heard one day a voice within saying, paint, Miss Beatrice, paint. Buy me some canvas, buy me a brush, buy me some tubes of oil, for there's nothing like painting to soothe the cares of weary and infinite toil. Okay, so I bought me some canvas. I bought me some tubes. I bought me a fine feather quill. And I started to paint with one ear to my voice and one eye on Sir Winston Churchill. Then my voice said, paint me a beautiful flower. So a beautiful rose I painted. And when I was finished, I heard my voice say, that's a hell of a buttercup, ain't it? Well, I bought me an apple, I bought me a pear, I placed them with care in a pot, and I studied their contours for roughly 2 hours, then decided to eat the lot. And they were delicious. Shame, said my voice. That is not the way, Miss Beatrice. Thou dost know, thou should know better. I'm not saying there might a Rembrandt be, but there might be a Canaletto. So I gripped my palette more firmly yet, looked neither to right nor left, and what care I if my eyes were dim and my palette was slightly cleft. Then I painted my great and very good friend as he sat on a Chinese stool. The painting now hangs in my billiard room, labeled Sunrise on Wembley Pool. Then I painted a nude of a girl called Rose, seated, heaven knows why, on a ladder. And the trouble I had with significant form drove me mad, but it drove Rose mad. Then my voice said, never thou mind, paint on, remember it's art for art's sake. And I had quite a job not to answer it back, Oh, go jump in the crimson lake. But I held my peace, and I painted on, for my voice was entirely right. And if you're feeling you can't win through, hold on to this message tight. In this world so mad, though the times be bad, though your life be diabolic, paint, and you'll feel all's well again. Till you're down with painter's colic. Paint! 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 Oh, shut up! Bea was born in Toronto, Canada, but at 15 she moved with her mother and sister to London, and she built a solid career in England. She, in the review At Home Abroad, she introduced this classic number by Dietz and Schwartz. If you should go to Switzerland, don't ask the man at Cook's about the lakes and brooks. Don't look in travel books. The sight to see in Switzerland is not the sun at morn upon the Matterhorn. The sight to see is Leo, the famous alpine guide. I fell in love with Leo upon the mountain side. Oh Leo, ole, I don't bring out my eyes now, and my heart palpitates. Oh Leo, ole, when will you name the day? I'd gladly be the Frau of Leo right now. You're so very, very virile, how it echoes through the Tyrol when we kiss. The Swiss are whispering, oh Leo, ole, they're yodeling away. But we are in a world above, oh Leo, I'm in love. Do you like mountain climbing, starting early in the morning? Singing, going homeward in the evening. Do you like to wear a feather and a jacket made of leather? Mountain climbing, Tyrolean singing, dressed in leather, tied to a tether, in your alpine hat a feather. Do you like cheese and chocolate, beer that's hot and wine that's hot? Then I know that you my Leo, oh Leo, ole, I'm yodeling away. We climb the highest Alp, and my heart palpitates. Oh Leo, ole, I'm yodeling away. When we are in the world of oh Leo, Leo, no. Another review, the third Little Show, 1931. Bea was the first to sing Noel Coward's Mad Dogs and Englishmen on a stage. I always thought it was the master himself, but no, it was Beatrice Lillie. And it became a staple in her repertoire, just as it was in his. In tropical climes, there are certain times of day when all the citizens retire to tear their clothes off and perspire. It's one of those rules that the greatest fools obey, because the sun is far too sultry and one must avoid its ultraviolet rays. That's ladies. The natives grieve when the white men leave their huts, because they're obviously, definitely nuts. Mad dogs and Englishmen go out in the midday sun. The Japanese don't care to, the Chinese won't dare to. Hindus and Argentines sleep firmly from 12 to 1. But Englishmen detest a siesta. In the Philippines, they have lovely screens to protect you from the glare. In the Malay states, there are hats like plates, which the Britishers won't wear. At 12 noon, the natives swoon, and no further work is done. But mad dogs and Englishmen go out in the midday sun. It's such a surprise for the Eastern eyes to see that though the English are effete, they're quite impervious to heat. When the white man rides, every native rides in glee, because the simple creatures hope he will impale his solar topee on a tree.
Bully, 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 ba. Bully, bully, bully,
Say,
bully, bully,
ladies.
ba. Hobbity, hobbity, ha.
Pay no attention.
Hobbity, hobbity, ha.
It's such a shame when the English claim the earth that they give rise to such hilarity and mirth. Mad dogs and Englishmen go out in the midday sun. The toughest Burmese. I thought it was the Burmese bandit. It wasn't. The toughest Burmese bandit can never understand it. In Rangoon, the heat of noon is just what the natives shun. They put their Scotch or rye down and lie down. In a jungle town where the sun beats down to the rage of man and beast, the English garb of the English sob really gets a bit more creased. At 12 noon, in Bangkok, there we go. This is the one that FDR and Winston Churchill argued about it, y'all. When did this verse, what verse did this come from? In Bangkok, at 12 o'clock, they foam at the mouth and run. But mad dogs and Englishmen go out in the midday sun. Mad dogs and Englishmen go out in the midday sun. The smallest Malay rabbit deplores this foolish habit. In Bangkok, no, in Hong Kong. We're in Hong Kong now. In Hong Kong, they strike a gong and fire off a noonday gun, which they do, to reprimand each inmate who's in late. In the mangrove swamps where the python romps, there's peace from 12 to 2. Even caraboos lie around and snooze, for there's nothing else to do. In Bengal, to move at all is seldom, if ever, done. But mad dogs and Englishmen go out in the midday, 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 hobbity, hobbity, ha. In 1920, B married, losing my breath here, Robert Peel, soon to become the 5th Baronet. Now, the first Robert Peel Baronet was Prime Minister of England in the early 1800s, and he established the London Metropolitan Police Force, which is why they're called Bobbies and Peelers. Robert Peel. Now, Bee became Lady Peel, and she could wear 3 white feathers for her presentation at court. I can't help feeling fate's made a fool of me rather. It's placed me where I shouldn't be, and really couldn't be by rights. We lived at Ealing, me and my mother and father. I've scaled the social ladder, and I've never had a head for heights. Now I wouldn't give them to my maid. I've traveled a long, long way, and the journey hasn't been all jam. I must admit, the roles in which I sit is one up on the dear old tram. I say to myself each day, indefinitely marble halls. Today it may be 3 white feathers, but yesterday it was 3 brass balls. By easy stages, though my beginnings were humble, I've studied each small movement of my self-improvement from the start. I've toured for ages, I'll never falter or stumble. I'll give an air of breeding and a first-rate reading of the part. You must forgive me if I kid myself a bit in this tiara and this gown, and if my accent doesn't altogether fit, don't be afraid, I'll let you down. I've traveled a long, long way and had a lot of jolts and bumps. I'll concentrate and be ahead of fate, whichever way the old cat jumps. I wink as I slyly drink to the ancestors that line our walls. Today it may be 3 white feathers, but yesterday it was 3 brass balls. Now, when Bea was headlining in Chicago, Elizabeth Arden was the beauty salon. And one day, while Bea was having her hair dressed, Mrs. Armour of the meatpacking company came in. And she was less than pleased to see that she had to wait because of that actress. Bea took her time and swept out saying, "Kindly tell the butcher's wife that Lady Peel was finished." Thank you so much, I can't remember where I am. Oh, wonderful, 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 yes. Okay. Now, as a celebrity, and as a member of the aristocracy, Bea could certainly be part of the Riviera high life, if she chose. Quite for no reason. I'm here for the season, and high as a kite. Living in error with Maud in Cap Ferrer, which couldn't be right. Everyone's here and frightfully gay. Nobody cares what people say. Though the Riviera is really much queerer than Rome at its height. On Saturday night, I've been to a marvelous party with Nunu and Nana and Nell. It was come as you are, so we went as we were, and we stayed as we were, which was hell. Poor Grace started singing at midnight and didn't stop singing till 4. Now, we knew the excitement was bound to begin when Laura got blind on Dubonnet and gin and scratched her veneer with a Cartier pin. Couldn't have liked it more. I've been to a marvelous party. I must say, the fun was intense. We all had to do what the people we knew would be doing 100 years hence. Dear Cecil arrived wearing armor, some shells, and a black feather boa. Poor Millicent wore a surrealist comb made of bits of mosaic from St. Peter's in Rome. But the wait was so great that she had to go home. I couldn't have liked it more. People's behavior away from Belgravia would make you aghast. So much variety watching society scampering past. If you have any mind at all, Gibbon's divine decline and fall seems pretty flimsy, no more than a whimsy. By way of contrast, on Saturday last, I've been to a marvelous party. We didn't start dinner till 10, and young Bobby Carr did a stunt at the bar with a lot of extraordinary men. Dear Baba arrived with a turtle, which shattered us all to the core. Now the Grand Duke was dancing a foxtrot with me, when suddenly Cyril screamed fiddle-dee-dee and ripped off his trousers and jumped in the sea. I couldn't have liked it more. I've been to a marvelous party. Elise made an entrance with May. You'd never have guessed from her fisherman's vest that her bust had been whittled away. Poor Lulu got fried on Chianti and talked about esprit de corps. Maurice made a couple of passes at Gus, and Freddie, who hates any kind of a fuss, did half the Big Apple and twisted his truss. I couldn't have liked it. I've been to a marvelous party. We played the most wonderful game. Maureen disappeared and came back with a beard, and we all had to guess at her name. We talked about growing old gracefully, and Elsie, who's 74, said, A, it's a question of being sincere, and B, if you're supple, you've nothing to fear. Then she swung upside down on a glass chandelier. I couldn't have liked it more. After her marriage, which his disapproving parents did not attend, B returned to the stage. They needed the money. She had married a gambler, a charmer, unable to hold a job, and virtually penniless. A year later, they had a son, little Bobby, her only child. And B said it was fortunate that I could trek back and forth across the Atlantic, earning a living for my son and husband. They grew apart, and in 1934, at age 36, he died of peritonitis in the home of his mistress. Not your typically English demise. Not like this one. I'll sing you a song, it's not very long. The moral may disconcert you, of a mother and wife who for most of her life was famed for domestic virtue. She had 2 strapping daughters and a rather dull son, and a much duller husband who at 61 elected to retire and later on expire. Sing hallelujah, hey nonny no, hey nonny no, hey nonny no. He joined the feathered choir. Having laid him to rest by special request in the family mausoleum, as his widow repaired to the home they had shared, her heart sang a gay Te Deum. And then, in the middle of the funeral wake, while adding some liquor to the tipsy cake, she briskly cried, "That's done! My life's at last begun! Sing hallelujah! hallelujah. Hey, nonny, no, hey, nonny, no, hey, nonny, no. It's time I had some fun. Today, though hardly a jolly day, at least has set me free. We'll all have a lovely holiday on the island of Capri. In a bar on the Piccola Marina, life called to Mrs. Wentworth Brewster. Fate beckoned her and introduced her into a rather queer, unfamiliar atmosphere. She'd just sit there, propping up the bar beside a fisherman who sang to a guitar. When accused of having gone too far, she cried, just funicular, excuse me, she cried, funicularly, just fancy me. I'm sorry, I've got to mix it up. She cried, funicularly, just fancy me, that's it, funicular. She was a little further along at the bar than I remember. When he bellowed, "Que bella signorina," sheer ecstasy at once produced a wild shriek from Mrs. Wentworth Brewster, changing her whole demeanor. When both her daughters and her son said, "Please come home, Mama," she answered rather bibuliously, "Who do you think you are? Nobody can afford to be so lottie-bloody-da in a bar on the Piccola Marina." Every fisherman cried, "Viva, viva, and che ragazzo!" When she sat on the grand piazza, everybody would rise. Every fisherman sighed, "Viva, viva, che bella inglese!" Someone even said, "What's a daisy?" Which was quite a surprise. Each evening, with some light excuse and beaming with goodwill, she'd just slip into something loose and totter down the hill to that bar on the Piccola Marina, where love came to Mrs. Wentworth Brewster. Hot flushes of delight suffused her. Right round the bend she went. Picture her astonishment. Day in, day out, she would get about because she felt she was no longer on the shelf. Decked out, night in, knocking back the gin, she cried, "Hurrah, funicular, funicularly, funicular." Just for fun, 3 young sailors from Messina bowed low to Mrs. Wentworth Brewster, said "Scusi," and politely loosed her. Then there was quite a scene. Her family in floods of tears cried, "Leave these men, Mama." She said, "They're just high-spirited, like all Italians are. And most of them have a great deal more to offer than Papa in a bar on the Piccola Marina." Beatrice Lillie was adored by audiences, particularly here in the United States. Noel Coward called her one of the greatest light entertainers the world has ever known. She was also called the funniest woman in the world, and she was quick-witted both on and off stage. An example. One warm spring day, she had guests for tea in her East End Avenue apartment, when a pigeon flew in through the open window and landed on the arm of a chair. Bea turned to it and said, "Any messages?" Absolutely. number was written for her by her sister Muriel. I was having lunch with Maud here the other day, and I told her, Maud, I'm feeling kind of low. My life is just too dreary and depressing. But why it is, I really do not know. Then as I spoke, I saw the truth quite clearly. I saw myself a vulgar, hollow fraud. So then I had another sip of brandy. And I leaned across the table and I told her, Maud, we're all of us just rotten to the core. God knows why I never thought of it before. I said, darling, look at you and the sordid things you do and the sordid sort of people you adore. I said, Maud, you're full of maggots. And you know it. Your soul's a bed where worms queue up to breathe. So then I had another sip of brandy. And Maud gave a sort of deprecating cough. But I really felt this thing was so important, I wasn't going to be put off. I had a manicure that I was late for, and a hangover as long as it was broad. But as I said, I felt this thing important. So I leaned across the table and where are you? Oh, there you are. Maud, we're all of us just rotten to the core. You, me, and the Rani of Bonpour. I said, look at Mabel, stuffed with slime. I'm getting stuffier all the time. Look at Popsy and that queer old man next door. All right, look at Freddie and that club that he belongs to. Also Maggie and that squalid little Swede. You don't know what life's for, Maud. You're rotten to the core, Maud. And Maud, I'm glad to say, agreed. We're all, I said, just rotten to the core. It's a thing, Maud, that you really can't ignore. But, I said, and I nearly cried, because I felt so odd inside. We won't be rotten, darling, anymore. I said, it's not too late for us to change, Maud. You only have to see the lives we lead. Come on now. From now on, it's clean living and clean thinking. Then Maud said, get you, you're stinking. And I agreed. During World War II, Beatrice Lillie tirelessly entertained the troops. And it was while she was waiting to go on stage that she learned that her son, little Bobby, had been killed in action. Her private life, her personal life and private life was shattered. But she carried on, requesting that she not be overwhelmed with condolences. She performed in the Mediterranean area, in Africa, the Middle East, and later on in Germany. She was awarded the Africa Star, the George VI Medal, and by General de Gaulle himself, the French Liberation Medal. Now, after all that, ordinary life seemed terribly ordinary. People that I sing to, bring a breath of spring to, envy me my gay career. No one in this city has has much time for pity. Nobody can be sincere. Thousands cheer me and applaud me. Everyone stares. If they've wounded me or bored me, nobody cares. Women at the tables, loosening their sables, look at me with cruel eyes. Then a little something in me dies and cries. Weary of it all, this getting and spending, this futile, unending refrain, it's driving me insane. I'm so weary of it all. Other voices call, the cattle at twilight, the birds in the shy light of dawn. Yet here am I forlorn, and so weary of it all. I miss the wildwood I wandered through in childhood, with a heart as light as air. What would I give once again to be there with my old deaf mother? Night begins to fall, by memory tortured. I dream of an orchard in spring. Oh, songs I used to sing, now I have to swing. I'm so weary of it all. Wake up in the morning, round about noon, a little lunch on a tray. Shopping without stopping till my senses swoon, or else some dreary matinee. Home at 5, more dead than alive, another day nearly gone. Cocktails to mix, my face and hair to fix. The weary round goes on. 8 or 9, I have to go and dine with this or that rich man about town. Caviar and grouse in an overheated house. God, how it gets me down. Home I go defeated and depressed again. Only time for just 1 hour of rest again. Bright lights, white lights, waiters leering, faces sneering, laughing, chaffing, shouting, cheering. Weary of it all, this giving and giving, this life that I'm living in hell. With broken dreams to sell, just an empty shell. I'm so weary, weary, weary of it all. When folk songs were all the rage, and sophisticated songwriting was out of favor, Noel Coward wrote this for B. Here at my spin wheel I stay, while the robin sings ho on the orchard bough. Where the robin sings ho? Well, that's a new one on me. I've known lots of robins in my day, but not one of them has sung ho. I mean, if anything, it should be how to rhyme with bow. But it's Noel Coward. Who am I to argue? Where be my love who rode away? Where be now? Where be now? Winter comes and then the spring. I weave and I weave and I weave and weave. I've worked for a year on a coat for my dear, and I'm not yet finished the sleeve. Where at my spinning wheel I stay, my bobbin goes click-clock, click-clack. I've got my warp right up my woof. I've got my warp right up my woof, and I can't get the bloody thing back. That's a folk song to reckon with. Bee's last film was Thoroughly Modern Millie. And you may remember when she referred to her Chinese cohorts as the Fu King coolies. Yes. Got that one past the censor. Her last stage appearance was as Madame Arcati in High Spirits, for which I auditioned. Wow. I sang If Love Were All, and when I had finished, a voice said, "Is that an old coward song?" And I realized I'd been singing to Beatrice Lillie. Bee died in 1989, too soon for this song, unfortunately. They should have met. As we stumble along through life's funny journey, as we stumble along into the blue, we look here and we look there, seeking answers anywhere, never knowing where to turn or what to do. Still we bumble our way through life's crazy labyrinth, barely knowing left from right or right from wrong. But as long as we can hear a little bluebird, there'll be a song as we stumble along. It's a dismal little world in which we live. It can bore you till there's nothing left to give. 7 overrated wonders, 7 underwhelming seas, 6 excruciating continents.
Antarctica?
Oh, please. Still, you mustn't let it lick you. This planet, oh so bland. Keep your eyeball on the highball in your hand. As we stumble along across life's crowded dance floor, as we push and we shove, we live and we learn. And when we finally leave the bar and we see that morning star, we pull our bootstraps up and home we turn. Then we stumble away through dawn's blinding sunbeams, barely knowing right from right or left from wrong. But as long as we can hear that little bluebird, there'll be a song as we stumble along.
gentlemen, Sally Darling.
People I want to thank. First of all, for the lights and sound, Johnny McCullough. And your server tonight, the one and only Randy. And of course, it goes without saying, but I'm saying it anyway, the one and only, to me, Matthew Martin. Oh my. Whew. Got my breath back. This was a popular and very serious ballad from the Edwardian drawing room. Bee's dear friend, Ethel Barrymore, thought it was perfectly lovely. There are fairies at the bottom of our garden. It's not so very, very far away. You pass the gardener's shed and you just keep straight ahead. I do so hope they've really come to stay. There's a little wood with moss in it and beetles. And a little stream that quietly runs through. You'd never think they'd dare to come merry-making there. Well, they do. Yes, they do. There are fairies at the bottom of our garden. They often have a dance on summer nights. The butterflies and bees make a lovely little breeze. And the rabbits stand about and hold the lights. Isn't that sweet? Did you know that they could sit upon the moonbeams? The fairies, not the rabbits. And snatch a little star to make a fan. And dance away up there in the middle of the air. Well, they can. Yes, they can. Ooh, those fairies at the bottom of our garden. You cannot think how beautiful they are. They all stand up and sing when the fairy queen and king come lightly floating down upon their car. Oh, the king is very proud and very handsome. And the queen, now can you guess who that might be? Can you? Can you guess? She's a little girl all day, but at night she steals away. Well, it's me!